What is going on, guys? Today I've got a Football Manager 2018 experiment for you. Obviously, Arsenal really struggling at the moment. I've gone ahead and sacked Arsene Wenger, and we've given the job to Thierry Henry. So, as the title says, what if Thierry Henry was the manager of Arsenal? There's some talk about that. So I thought, make him the manager. He doesn't have the best stats. The coaching stats, mentally not too bad, considering he's just coming off a couple coaching roles, even was a youth coach for a little bit at Arsenal, then got the coaching job at Belgium to help his experience. But at 39 years old now, pushing 40, he's 40 now in real life. But I think this will be a big gamble by Arsenal if this was the case. But he loves the club, the fans love him, so we're going to take a look at the moves he will make and how he will perform for Arsenal as manager. Now, at the end of the transfer deadline day, we are going to check out who Arsenal have signed, if Thierry Henry, if he's made any moves to Arsenal. But the first 3 games has been a win against Newcastle away from home. There's been a draw at home against West Brom and also a loss against Liverpool at home. So not the best results to start his career at Arsenal. And we'll see if there's any transfers that's been made. And as you can see, hasn't brought anyone in just yet, though they had a busy January in real life, so the squad is decent enough. Obviously still needs improvements, so they're just loan deals. And now into the new year, start of February, so after the January transfer window, after 25 games played, Arsenal look in a decent enough position, considering this is Thierry Henry's first season at the helm. Considering his ability as a manager so far, he is doing all right. Would say better than Arsene Wenger in real life. But what we want to see is the moves that he's making. So let's go into Arsenal and check the transfers. So here we are, 4 transfers in January, none going out so far anyway for this season. Following season, in the pre-season, we'll see what Thierry's going to do with the club. But the 4 coming in, I don't mind them all. And interestingly enough, they were 4 days in a row. So a lot of work done there by Thierry and his scouting team as well. But Tony Velina, sorry, I don't know how to say his name, correct me. But he's all right. He's an all right move. He's 23 years old. I can see him being the style of player that Thierry Henry would sign. It's a big move, about 20 million initially, could go up to 31, so that's okay. Not a world-class signing, but you got to give him more of a chance and see how he performs. Played 1 in the FA Cup, 2 in the Premier League so far. Also, Matteo Darmian from Manchester United. Manchester United, you would see in the table, absolutely killing it, having a great season. He's a good defensive signing. That's what Arsenal would need. He's a good player in Football Manager to sign, of experience and good defensive quality. Wouldn't break the bank as well. I think he would put in a good. I wouldn't say that's an amazing signing or anything. That's just like a decent signing. So next up, this one is more of a signing for the future, and no doubt that continues that Arsenal legacy for sure. But Palulu from Basel, cheap signing. 1.7 mil, could go up to 5. He's just valued at 3 million at the moment. 18 years old, French as well, so you have that connection with Thierry Henry, but it would have been same previously with Arsene Wenger. He seems like a good enough talent. Obviously, I don't have a scout report on him because I'm not managing Arsenal. Thierry Henry is, but he seems like he's got the right attributes in the right areas. If you take a look at his key attributes, maybe he could remind you of a young Thierry Henry. And then the final signing was Mario Balotelli. That's a bit of a different one. These ones you can all understand. But then Mario Balotelli, I reckon that strengthens their forward stocks 100%. But 23 million, you can see up front there, and the potential of the cost, yeah, it's 32.5. Mario Balotelli, Again, just one game in the Premier League, one game in the FA Cup, didn't do too much. But if we just take a look at Arsenal's squad now and see what that is looking like as a whole, we'll get into the senior squad. There's a few injuries at the moment, but that's what I thought. Like, they have a lot of players that can play up front. So let's just search by the goals. Who scored? Aubameyang, as expected. He'll score. Like Aubameyang, Lacazette. At the moment, Welbeck's injured, but he scored 12 goals. Ozil hasn't really been involved so much, even as a creative player, only 4 assists. We'll take a look in terms of that. I feel like it's more shared, which is a good thing. I prefer that like to one player standing out, just as long as you're getting goals. But yeah, that's definitely a good thing. But the combination, it seems, researched by the average rating, Lacazette or Aubameyang up front are going to be so dangerous. Well, they are proving that. And we take a look at the formation he is rolling with. Is a 4-3-3. You got that 4 at the back, 3 central midfielders, and then it appears 3 strikers. Not a 4-3-3 with 2 guys on the wings. That is actually lethal with the signing of Balotelli as well. I guess they would have rolled with that with Danny Welbeck. But that 3 for 3 strikers, I want to see how this plays in game, because those 3 up front look scary. But you can already see that's a change of plan from Arsenal in recent years. And to be fair, most teams, you don't see many teams rolling with 3 strikers. So it will be interesting now to see what happens for the rest of the season. But to give you an update on the other competitions in the Europa League, topped that group pretty easily with 5 wins and a draw, undefeated, as you would expect in that group for sure. Getting 16 points is a big effort. And then also still in the FA Cup, haven't got knocked out yet. Got a game against Southampton and also, yeah, Europa League. So it will be interesting how the second half of the season goes. Here we are, guys. Come the end of the season, Arsenal just miss out of a Champions League spot. Unfortunately, it was close. 67 points. The goal difference wasn't too bad, but too many losses where maybe they could have picked up a few draws instead. 20 wins. Would it have been much difference? Probably around the same with Arsene Wenger. So at least you can see Aubameyang, he scored 20 goals. That is a plus. As it appears, it looks like the end of the season, the last, what was about 4 Premier League games, loss against Leicester, loss against Bournemouth, even a draw against Everton, then another loss against Watford. That is really where it changed up. You can see getting some good wins there, looking good in Europa League, beating Napoli. But they just they fell off towards the end of the season. But at just 40 years old, I think that was a good experience-getting season for Thierry. And he has got a contract for the following season as well. So, guys, what I am going to do, first I'll go to the Arsenal squad. So here we can just take a look at the new signings. The key one being Mario Balotelli, what he did. Started 12 times and he didn't really do that amazing. Maybe he'll need that pre-season with them. Maybe next season he could be good. Have to see. And then Palulu, as expected, he'll be in the under-23s. He's an interesting one because has very low natural fitness. Just would have to see what he does with him. I'm not really sure if just loan him out. Have to see. Also with Darmian, as expected, it didn't really do too much. 7 Premier League starts since January. And then with Tony, he started 10 Premier League games, had some in the Europa League as well. Wasn't outstanding judging off his average rating, but he wasn't terrible. So leave your thoughts how Thierry did in his first season. As I mentioned myself, wouldn't have been any worse, keeping with Arsene Wenger. So would you like me to continue to do this? We'll go a season each episode to see how far Thierry Henry takes Arsenal. If you want to see that, or if you just want me to do it for one season and maybe do another experiment with another manager at another team. But I thought if there's a bit of rumour about this, not sure the truth to it, if it actually would happen or not, obviously been talk. But yeah, would you like me to keep doing this for each season and see where he will take them? Let me know, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a thumbs up as well. Subscribe if you're new, turn the notifications on, and I'll see you guys next time.